chair so that you have the benefit of the backrest. Legs are hip width apart. Just rest your hands on your thighs. And we'll just start with a short meditation. So close your eyes or just turn your gaze down towards the floor. Acknowledge the breath. Breath in, breath out. And then gently begin to deepen the breath. So inhale, expand through the abdomen, ribs, the collarbones. Might find a natural pause between the in-breath and the out-breath. This first quote is entitled "The Concealed Path" by Katha Upanishad. The path of grace does not reveal itself to one who blunders through the world, totally committed to it and its limitations. It is a subtle, hidden path, never revealed to one who thinks that this world is all there is. So take this opportunity to set an intention for yourself, issue a prayer, a mantra, an affirmation. And we'll keep the eyes closed for a few more moments, but we'll start our physical practice. Take your right ear down to your right shoulder. So allow the left side of the neck to lengthen. And then draw your head up through center and take your left ear down to your left shoulder. Rise up through center. So we're going to repeat this 3 times. So side bend over to the right. Rise up through center. Side bend to the left. Center. We go to the right. We go to the left. We right the head. And now we take the chin to the right shoulder. And then over to the left. Back to the right. And left. Right. And left. Come back to center. Blink the eyes open. So we're going to tilt the head back to the right. So maybe look up at the ceiling. And then we're going to take the chin down towards your left shoulder. So up to the right and down to the left. One more time. Come back through center. And now we change directions, so we look up and tilt the head back to the left, and then chin down to the right. shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them back. Up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And now we inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, draw them to heart center. 2 more. Inhale, sweep the arms skyward. Exhale, draw them to your heart. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. So for this next round, you can come away from the back of the chair, and this will engage your core a little bit more. So we're going to inhale, sweep the arms overhead, and now we're going to turn to the right. So the left hand comes to the right knee, the right hand comes to the chair, either the seat or the back, either one. We come back through center, sweeping the arms overhead, and now we're going to twist left. Inhale through center. Exhale, turn right. Inhale through center. Exhale, turn left. Inhale through center. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Roll left. Inhale through center. Now we're going to come into a side bend. So we're going to lower the right arm and then reach the left arm overhead to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, left. Inhale through center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come back through center. We lower the hands through prayer. We're going to place them on the tops of the knees. We're going to inhale, look up, open the chest. So you want to draw your shoulders back. And then exhale, bow your head and kind of fold in. So you run through your upper spine. Inhale, lift the chest. This is cow pose. Exhale, fold forward in cat. 1 more round. We'll come into our sun salutations. So we're going to inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift with a flat back. And then exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, sweep your arms, rise up to sit. Exhale, hands to prayer. So that was 1 round, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise to sit. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to prayer. So you can keep your hands in prayer. This will engage your core a little bit more, or you can hold your seat. We're going to inhale the right leg. Exhale, kick it forward. Inhale it back and set it down. Left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. up a little. So we're gonna inhale, pick up the right leg. Exhale, see if you can cross it over the left. And we're gonna pause here for a moment. So your right ankle and foot are on the outside of your left leg. And then you can take your hands and a gentle pressure on your right thigh. So you're kind of pressing it down towards the floor. So this just opens up the hip. Release the stretch. And now we'll inhale the left, exhale, cross it over. So again, the foot and ankle are free, a gentle pressure on the thigh, never on the knee. And we'll release the stretch, and now we'll flow it. So again, maybe the hands are in prayer, maybe you're holding on to the seat. We're gonna inhale the right, exhale, cross it over. Inhale, exhale, set it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So 2 more rounds on your own. Stretch the arms out. So we're going to wrap our eagle arms. So you're going to draw the arms together. Take your right arm underneath your left. Cross your elbows. Either the back of the hands come together, or maybe you wrap and you catch the palms. Take your arms away from your body. Inhale, take them skyward. Exhale, fold forward. Draw your elbows towards your abdomen. 2 more. Inhale. Back up to sitting, we stretch the arms out. We draw them together, taking left beneath the right, crossing your eagle arms. We inhale, take them up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Back up to sitting, stretch the arms out. So we're going to come into eagle arms and a little differently. So we're going to draw them together right beneath the left, cross the elbows, come into your eagle arms, take them skyward, and now take your hands over to the left, and then over to the right. So kind of like windshield wipers, left and right. Left and right. We come back to center. We stretch the arms out. We draw them together again, left beneath the right. We take them away from the body skyward, and now we go right and left, right and left. Back to center, we stretch the arms out again. We lower them to the side. So we're going to come into cow face arms. So So that's the pose that we did last week with the strap. So you don't have to use the strap. So an alternative is to catch the fingertips of each hand, and then take one elbow up to the sky and then the other elbow down towards the floor. So if you're using the strap, so I happen to have it over my right shoulder, I take my right arm up, then the elbow, hold the strap, and then sweep my left arm behind my back to find the strap. So come into your cow face pose. Let's try the other side. So if you're using the strap, it goes over the left shoulder, left arm reaches up, we bend the elbow, hold the strap, reach the right arm behind the back. If you're just interlacing your fingers, you just catch the fingertips, left elbow points up, right elbow points down. And you're trying to keep your chest open and lifted no matter how you're practicing. We'll release the arms, and there's also cow face legs. So you take your right leg, cross it tightly over your left, and you can sit back in the chair if you want to use the back of the chair, and then you can maybe pick your legs up or maybe pick up the top leg. Meant to be practiced without shoes and coming and holding your feet. But I don't want to take my shoes off.
I know.
It's not good enough. So we'll release and come into cow face legs on the other side. So maybe just drawing that top leg up a little bit. And we'll release our cow face. We're going to come to the edge of our chair, and we're going to turn to the mirrors. So we're going to step that right leg out to the right and then reach the left leg back. You can take your hands to your hips and just check that they're kind of level with each other. If that feels good, you can sweep your arms overhead. So this is crescent or high lunge. And then lower your hands to your hip creases. Stay here and then lean your body forward over your right leg. So this is a variation of Warrior 3. We're going to rise up. So we're back to our crescent. Swivel your left foot down and then reach your right arm out to the right. Reach your left arm out to the left. So this is Warrior 2. Turn your right palm up towards the ceiling. We're going to come into surrender. So we're going to take the right arm up overhead. The left hand can come to the chair. It can come to the back of your left leg. And we'll come back to our Warrior 2. And we'll come into side angle. So we're gonna reach towards that mirrored wall. And then take your right elbow down to your thigh. Take your left hand to the back of your left hip. And then look over your left shoulder. With any luck, your elbow is lined up with your shoulder. We rise back up and surrender. We come back into our side angle. One more round, we rise up. And then maybe this time with your side angle, you take your left arm to the sky or sweep it overhead to the mirror. We rise back up. We take our hands to our hip creases and now we change sides. So now we step the left leg out to the left. Step the right leg behind. Kind of keep your hands on your hips, square them off, and then sweep your arms overhead. So this is crescent or high lunge. And then we lower the hands to the hips again. Stay here, and then lean forward over your left thigh. We rise up again. And now we swivel the right foot down, reach the left arm to the left, the right arm to the right. So this is warrior two. We turn the left palm up, lean back and surrender. And now we come into our simple side angle. So we come back through our warrior two, and now we reach to the other wall, I don't know what to call it, and then take your left elbow to your thigh, your right hand to your hip, and then look over your right shoulder. Again, you're trying to align your shoulder and elbow. And now we rise up and surrender. We come into our side angle. We rise up. Now maybe this time taking the right arm to the sky or overhead. We rise back up to our Vira 2. We take our hands to our hip creases. We come back to center. And we're gonna sit on the edge of the chair. You're gonna have your hands down by your sides. We're gonna lean forward. You're gonna sweep your arms overhead and then come off the chair just a little bit. And then we sit back down. So we're gonna try 10 of those. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway there. 6.
I thought you couldn't count.
Sometimes. 7. 8. 9. And 10. So we're going to stay on the edge of our chair, and we're going to straighten the legs out. We might want to spot our guests. So just watch me for a moment. So we're going to come here, and then we're going to try to do some dips. So you could have your feet bent, and you're just bending your elbows and then straightening. So we're going to bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And then we'll sit back on the seat. So that was for the triceps muscles back here. All right, so we're going to stand up and walk behind our chair. So we're going to come to the back of the chair, and we're facing it. And then we're gonna walk our feet back so that we're at kind of like a right angle. And you should feel a nice stretch along your side body and underneath your arms and maybe even your hamstrings. And now we'll walk the feet back in. And we're going to turn towards the mirrored wall. We're going to step the right leg forward and step the left leg back. And you can spin that left heel down. And then sweep your arm, the free arm overhead. This is your right arm. And now we're going to lean forward, keeping the right arm overhead. And now we're going to rise back up to upright. Two more. We're going to lean forward, rise up, lean forward, rise up. And now we're going to pick up that back heel and step that foot forward. And now we change sides. So the left foot is forward, we step the right foot back, and pivot the heel down, sweep the left arm up. So this is warrior one. And now we lean forward, and then rise up, lean forward, rise up, lean forward, rise up. And now we spin, so we pick up the back heel and step it forward. So we turn and face the chair again. We walk back with our feet, come into that half fold. And if you feel comfortable, take your right leg back behind you, like you're kicking towards the back wall. So your legs are kind of in a split. So this is Vira 3, or Warrior 3. And then lower your right leg. And then maybe take your left leg back. Lower your left leg. Walk your feet towards your chair. So we're going to come into Warrior 2. So the right hand is going to stay on the chair, and we're going to step the left leg back behind. So the right knee is going to bend, the left one's going to be straight. And then you're going to reach your left arm back behind you. And now we're going to step the left leg forward and change sides. So the left hand holds the chair, the left leg stays where it is. We step the right leg back. So we bend the left knee and reach the right arm back behind. And now we step forward. So now we're going to change direction. We're going to turn to the mirrored wall. So we're going to keep the right leg where it is, step the left leg behind. So we bend the right leg, keep the left one straight. Reach the right arm forward. Turn the palm up, and then take the right arm up overhead, so we surrender. We come back to our Vira 2, so right arm reaches towards the mirror. We turn the palm up and lean back. We reach towards the mirror. Last time. lefts and right straight. So now we turn it around. Okay. So we take the left leg, step it back. No, right leg, step it back. So we reach the left arm forward. We turn the palm up, take the arm overhead, surrender. Come back to our Vira 2. We surrender. Back to our Vira 2. And we surrender. Back to our Vira 2. We come back to standing behind the chair. And now we're going to come into another balance pose.
Sorry.
So we're going to come into Vrikasana or tree pose. So I'm just going to step out from away so you can see my feet. So you can take a baby sapling tree. So my right toes are on the floor. You can take your right foot to your lower leg. You can come up onto your thigh. So you decide where you want to put your foot. We can do baby saplings. That's fine. So in this pose, you want your hips to be square. You don't want to be twisted. And if you feel comfortable, you can take one hand to your heart, or you can take one arm overhead. And if you're feeling groovy, you can take both arms overhead. And then we release our tree pose. So some of the secrets to balance are rooting through the four corners of your standing foot, engaging your core, and then using your breath. So now we change sides. So you're going to root through the four corners of your standing leg. The legs gently press into one another. We draw up through the abdomen, and then maybe we take one arm up, maybe the other. We lower the hands, we lower the legs. So now we're going to come into goddess legs. So we're going to step both legs wide. So the toes turn out, the heels turn in, and then we bend through the hips and knees. So we lower, and then we'll come up to stand. We'll lower and come up to stand. Take one more. And then we'll heel toe walk the feet in. So we'll try another balance. So again, you can keep both hands on the chair if you want. You're going to put weight into your left leg and draw your right knee up towards your chest. If you feel comfortable, you can take one arm up. Lower the arm if it's lifted, we lower the leg, we change sides. So weight into the right leg, drawing the left leg up, and then maybe taking an arm up. We lower the arm, we lower the leg. So we're going to come back to sitting on the chair. edge of the chair. We're going to take the legs wide. And then take the blocks underneath your shoulders. So this is a wide leg, half forward fold. So you have to sit on the edge of your chair, otherwise you won't be able to straighten your legs. Okay, you want your blocks in the highest position. And then if you feel comfortable, you can keep your right hand take the right hand and move the block underneath your face. Take your left hand to your left hip. Turn to the left. So now we add a twist. And then we unwind from the twist, take the left hand down to the block, the right hand to your hip, and then we turn right. We unwind from the twist. You bend the knees or heel toe walk the feet in. We scoot back on the chair. So we're going to try some bicycles. So you might want to, so if you sit on the edge, you're going to work harder. If you sit back, you have a little help. So you decide where you want to be. And you're going to take your legs out straight, and you're just going to flutter. Excuse me, like you're doing the flutter kick, swimming. So you're trying to sit up nice and tall. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna, so instead of the flutter kick, now we're gonna kind of bring one leg in and keep one straight. So again, you can sit on the edge of your chair, you can sit back. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Sit back on the chair, just do a time check. So let's reach for our strap. And we're going to take it around the bottom of your right foot and then straighten your leg forward. You could also just hold your leg with your hands for those that don't have straps. So you can draw the strap skyward until you feel a stretch of your hamstring. And then we can take the right leg out to the right. So we're opening up the inner hip. You want to keep your toes pointed towards the ceiling as best you can. We draw the leg back to center. And then step the left leg out a little bit just to give you room. Take the belt in your left hand and then draw your right leg over to the left. And now you should feel a stretch on the outside of your right leg. stretch. We take the left leg out to the left. Come back through center. Make room for the left leg, so we step the right leg out. Take the strap in the right hand and draw the left leg over to the right. Come back to center. Release the tension, lower the left leg. So we're gonna come into those chaturanga push-ups. So we're gonna come to stand. So again, you can either come to the back of your chair or over to a wall. Jack, I think you have to go to the wall, you're too tall.
Oh, fine.
So you step your feet back. You start with your arms straight and then bend your elbows and then straighten your elbows. So we bend and straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Two more. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. We come back to our seats. So we're going to come back to that pigeon or threaded needle with the legs. So we're going to take the left leg and cross it over the right. Just a gentle pressure opening the hip. We release the pose. We change sides. And release. We sit back in our chairs. Take the right arm up. Bend the elbow. Take your left hand and then press your elbow back behind you. Release the stretch. Take your left arm up. Bend the elbow. Press it back. Release the stretch. Take both arms skyward. Clasp your hands and then turn your palms to the ceiling. Release your hands so both arms, now the palms face each other. Spread wide through your fingers. And then lower your arms to shoulder height in front of you. Take your right arm and cross it over your left. Turn your palms to face each other. Interlace your hands. And then bend your elbows and draw your hands in towards your chest. Stretch your arms back out. bind of the hands, uncross them, and now we take the left over the right. Palms face each other, interlace your hands, bend your elbows, draw your hands to your chest or your heart. Stretch them back out. Release. Lower your hands to your thighs. So we're going to come into our final relaxation. So again, sitting with your back against the backrest of the chair, sitting up tall, closing your eyes. Breathe with conscious awareness. So breath in, breath out. You can practice the three-part Durga breath, inhaling through the abdomen, the ribs, the collarbones, and then exhaling to heart center. Or you could also practice the box breath, where you breathe to a count. So you inhale to a count, hold the breath in for that same count, exhale, hold the breath out. A Chinese folktale tells of a frog who lived inside a well. So content was his life within it that he could not contemplate leaving it. One day his cousin appeared, exclaiming, "Where I live is vast. There are no walls." "Not possible," replied the frog. But eventually he visited his cousin, who lived near the ocean. The frog was speechless to find that, indeed, this huge expanse of water had no boundaries. And when he opened his eyes, which were used to darkness, he saw that it was flooded with a dazzling, mind-blowing light. Having seen the wonder of the wide world outside his well, he never returned home again. When you fall asleep, try to leave your mind open to this ocean of light and to possibilities you have not yet experienced. toes inside your shoes. Draw your hands together and